I, the People's Machine Table. I just got done doing Monster Hunter. What the fuck? Another episode of WTF. But this is the Gaming Roundtable. But you know what I mean, of this new edition called From the Beginning. That's where I play a game with commentary from the beginning. And the very beginning, this other stuff, and I decided to choose one of my favorite games. Although the series, the different games that Spiders have made over the years have gotten increasingly better, but Bound by Flame came out, and it is kind of like playing in 2000s, kind of like BioWare game, like a lot of people compare it to. And this is going to be From the Beginning for September 30th, 2021. And as always, I am brought to you by Unpaid Gamers. That's right, Unpaid Gamers on YouTube.com and Twitch.com. Check out Posthuman Guy with the streams and the Let's Plays, and check out the man, the myth, the Apex Legend, Banloss, as he continues to bring his seasonal play on the PC for Apex Legends. Give him a challenge. You may not like how it ends up, because this man is good at what he does. Anyway, this is going to be From the Beginning. We're starting with Bound by Flame. We're going to go from there. And as I said, this is not going to be like me playing the entirely length of the game, because I don't have all night or hours to kill. But I will be playing the first, 15, 20, 30 minutes worth, because I think that's important. You can get a little feel for it. And I wanted to tell, and instead of me just playing a game as in progress as I have done before in the past, this way you can see it from the very beginning, and I will be providing commentary on that to tell you what I like, dislike, and different things along that lines. This is not a review, but it is going to be from the beginning. So let's check this out. All right, got the title screen. Press X to start. All right, we're going to do. It's fine to keep it that way. I've always thought the music in this game is very good. We're going to keep the audio the same, because I want you all to be able to hear it, as I play through it. And if it is a little loud, I might knock it a hair down, just so you can still hear it and hear me talk. Again, volumes are weird on the PlayStation, so we'll just do it that way and turn the master volume down a little bit, and we'll go from there. Oh man, let's throw it up a little bit more, just in case. I hope. And this is, again, if you can't hear it real well, I do apologize, but I want people to be able to hear it. We're going to go with that. There's your game, tutorials, enabled subtitles, yes. I will keep the subtitles on so you can read them. Got to keep the tutorials, and we'll go from there. And here we go. And it's going to say new game. We'll go with that. Again, I feel like maybe I should just keep the audio. Yeah, it should be fine. Let's see here. And we're going to do new game. Let's go with that. Now, to preface this, in Bound by Flame, you play a character whose name is Vulcan. It's not their real name. Sadly, there wasn't a whole lot in the way of hair and faces in both games. But if we go to face, for example, you have this face, which... and they're trying to encompass different things, kind of an Asian, kind of American kind of face. Of course, you have the African American face, and you have this face, which I don't really know if it's supposed to be whatever, but and then you get the fifth face, which is this one here, and then you have the first face. And as you see, the beards change and stuff. And you can't really change out your beard and stuff. You can change your hair, and there wasn't a whole lot to choose from. You had this hairstyle here, which I don't really care for. You run into another character with this. You got this hairstyle, again, ponytail, slight, whatnot. You're part of a mercenary. You have whatever the hell this is. It's supposed to be dreads, but it's just, again, Spiders got better as time went on. And this was on the 360 and PS3, and then later ported to PS4. And you got your normal buzz cut, and then you got your buzz cut just with the Viking kind of thing going on. I'll choose that, I guess. Or I'll go with that. We'll go with face. And certain hairs look better with certain faces. And the voice you can't change either. So even if you decide to play an African American or the Asian, it's still going to have a very American voice. I usually use that face, I think, when I played through it before. We're going to go with that, but I will show you the females. And again, you don't have a whole lot of options as far as faces are concerned. You're still named Vulcan, no matter what. Probably the best face is the starting face. You don't have a whole lot of... And the female hairstyles are just, you know, they're okay. Like, that one's not bad. It's very, you know, punk rock, if you want to call it that. You got the same hairstyle, which works better for females than males. You got the buzz cut, of course. You got this hairstyle, which is just... I don't know what's going on here. It looks like a tribble on top of her head. The third one works better for me with that hairstyle than I think any of them. That one's okay to use because it's kind of that punk rock kind of look, which I like. Modify. Yeah, see, that modify does not modify, it just lets you select stuff. So, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's do a female this time around. You can change your name, but it's mainly for save purposes, just to let you know. She's Vulcan. We'll just call her Centauria, and it's just for your save, really. But Vulcan is your name. I'll go ahead and see if it lets me put the whole Vulcan, which it doesn't, but so we'll just do a short like Centauria Vol or Vul, whatever, and we'll go with that. And we're going to start the game up now, folks. This is, again, Bound by Flame by Spiders. It's going to be from the beginning, and this is the first episode of this from the beginning, which is a new thing I'm going to be doing. So instead of, again, showing you what the game is like from the very get-go. You saw me create this character to go for, and Spiders just got better, but the gameplay is pretty solid, and let's start this. Let's go. Start the adventure from the beginning, Bound by Flame. Of course, you can select your difficulty, recruit, less damage, joy the adventure, balance challenge, buffalo, the enemies are stronger, inflict heavier damage, and then captain. I usually just play on recruit because, to be honest with you, the game is fairly difficult at normal difficulty, and you can change it later on as you get some better equipment and whatnot. So we'll go with recruit just because, fuck it, go with that. Here we go.
I doubt I shall ever forget the strange series of events that led to my meeting young Vulcan. The peoples of the world had been fearfully whispering about the Ice Lords for the past 10 years, though of course, they had been present long before then. The Deadwalker army, an endless horde of undead creatures under the Ice Lord's command, swept down from the mountains in the north, annihilating all resistance on the continent. Each battle only served to swell their ranks with the defeated dead, and the bloodless world seemed ready to sink into an endless ice age, where there would be no place for the living.
The story is not unlike Game of Thrones, you know, with the ice creatures and the wraiths and
who had hitherto remained neutral, and the Red Scribes, a small group of scholars who believed their knowledge might be able to tip the scales. The Scribes had recently engaged the services of a group of mercenaries known as the Freeborn Blades, a renowned company who would become even more so after these events. The Blades were to protect them while they performed a ritual which was intended to change the course of the war.
The graphics on this is really nice. They were really nice on last gen, and they did a good job on this as well. Another thing I like about this game is the crafting and the things you can do with the weapons and gear. Something that Spiders does a really good job of, and the weapons feel weighty, and it's just such a much better game. I've always recommended it. Great music.
Smell them from 50 yards away. Here we go. And the captain wanted me to stay and set up camp. I didn't join the Freeborn Blades to stack pots and dig latrines.
And even though she's talking, she's thinking.
But he knows that. He knows he's good. And he knows his powder master just hates hanging around. Setting up camp. Now that's what I call being useful. I honestly believe we stay out of this damn war till the end. Well, looks like the end just showed up. The Ice Lords have really done it this time. All of Vertiel is on the brink. Nothing is going to stop the Deadwalkers. Soon there won't be a town left to fall back to. Or even a tavern where you can spend your pay. There's no one left to turn back this filthy, stinking tide. Even if it were possible. Let's hope our beloved employers can deliver on their promises. Their famous ritual thing doesn't pan out. We're gonna be left standing here with our asses in our hands.
The game does have some swear words going on, and sometimes it's a bit off-putting, because it sounds like something that you would hear somebody in today's time say.
Against 7 immortal mages? Sounds great. Anyhow, you have to fight fire with fire. So they say. Damn it. They're already here. I better warn the others. Fast.
Alright, now it's going to let me play, and I've always, besides the music, I mean, graphically, like the lighting in this game is tremendous. And it does use the proprietary engine that Spiders invented called the Silk engine, which has gotten better and better over time. Especially with the animation. And you've seen me do the animation on other videos with Technomancer. Holy shit. Silk engine, nothing does it better. Nothing. I just love, like, just walking around. Look at that. Just the silhouette and the graphics. Incredible. Incredible. And that was, even though this is an old game, like, it still looks great, you know?
Hey! Enjoy your stroll? Get over here and tell me about it.
The captain sounds like very young Sean Connery. He's like, yes, get over here. But yeah. And it tells you through this tutorial your different things you can do. Tells you, like, when you're fighting stuff, what the things you fought. Again, classic. Your prologue here. Things you want to look up and know about if you don't know about them. And again, you have your attributes. So, you know, typical roleplay stuff. You have this, your default sword. You can get dual weapons, crossbows. You do have different skill trees, usable items, you know, what you can do. You can be different classes, how you want to set it up. In the very beginning of this game, playing from the beginning, it's just, even though it's not a very big area, all these little rocks and stuff, you can search and find stuff. Do that before you go on, because if you don't, you'll miss out and won't have the opportunity to go back and do it later. You can run by holding down X, lets you run, which is kind of interesting instead of just clicking in the stick. But again, older game. And again, I think the lighting's excellent. Models are decent. It definitely has a like an early 2000s, you know. Open that up, get some gold and all metal. And you can talk to certain people. And everyone has these code names. You have Buffalo, and I'm Vulcan, and I don't, again, just kind of silly. But now I gotta talk to this guy. So let's go talk to my captain. Get to this cutscene. Everything's in-game, by the way.
By the looks of you, I'm guessing it wasn't just a quiet stroll. So, what did you see?
The Deadwalkers are already close. I got one of their scouts.
Gods damn it, Vulcan! I've told you 100 times. Recon means observing and reporting, not charging in and fighting without thinking.
I didn't want to alert all of the others before we were ready for them.
But what if they'd have killed you? Then you wouldn't have been able to alert us before they were ready to attack us. Think for a second. God's blood. We have to get ready for them. Now that you've finally got your ass back over here, you can prepare some traps. Get Peeler to help you place them around the temple. That'll give us some time, and we'll hear them coming.
Yes, sir, Captain.
And if you have questions, you know where to find me.
Alright, now you can speak to him and ask him things, which is pretty cool. There's your map overhead, or you can keep it in the corner, which is all I like to keep in the corner. So if I want to speak to the captain here, see, now I can just move the camera around like any traditional most games.
Tells me you have a question. Oh, come on then, out with it.
And then you can ask him stuff, and this is how you...
Isn't the best place to get trapped by the Deadwalkers. Do we have an escape plan?
If you imagine I led us all the way up to this mountaintop without first planning an escape route, lassie, you've a long way to go to being a captain. It's true that early, but the plan stays the same. We have to hold this position until the dozy bastards are done with their chanting. What comes after that is my concern until I tell you.
I like, I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going. It's nice because even the captain's voice acting is pretty decent and seems like a tough, hardened kind of character. You're, now you got to do these traps. People talk to themselves, which is nice. I like that. I can go to the bag, I can make exploding traps. You want to craft many as you can. So crafting 10 of those, which is good.
That should do it. I'll give all these to Peeler. We'll figure it out.
Over here's another like little thing you can open up and get some stuff from. See little clipping issues though when I was trying to stand on that. So you want to talk to Peeler. He'll help you set these up again. Another one of those. Again, I love the sky. The skybox is great. So you talk to Peeler.
Hey, Peeler, give me a hand, will you? We've got to prepare the area before it gets overwhelmed with walking corpses. We need a little something to welcome our Deadwalker friends. Booby trap all the access points. And try not to blow yourself up.
Don't sweat it, I can handle it.
I'm not kidding. If you lose an arm, I'm the one who will get shit about it.
Alright. Now I can talk to Buffalo, and again, interacting and finding out more things about who he is and blah blah blah, but at the most part I want to get into this game with the combats coming up here. Whoops, did not mean to do that. It's been a minute since I played the game. I don't remember how to put the sword. There we go. So we got to put the traps down. On that one. And you're just kind of helping out here. Putting them down. These are traps. By the way, if you do decide to play through this game, being able to do these traps and make a bunch of them as part of your skill tree, you should do it. Helped me out many times.
The hodlers are here now.
Gotta fight these guys.
Drive them back! We must hold the Esplanade!
I can target lock, of course, obviously. Quick attacks and area attacks. And kick them with a circle. Boom. Bam. I love the combat. I can parry with R2. But it's hard to time it. I can just block, or I can parry counter attack with it, which is nice.
Here come more of them.
You get these guys with shields. Him. The shield guys you can kick and get through their shields that way. And you can eventually break the shields, which I like too. I was trying to show you the parrying and counter system in the game. Block, boom, got it. And the combat has like a weightiness to it too, which I like. I got a range attack and I'm going to use it, but I usually do. Again, you can tell on the Silk engine just how really nice they did this. Look, she's again swinging around. I've showed this in Technomancer. Her hand comes off the blade. Look, she's swinging around. Again, just really nice. Grabs the handle with her hands. You see her fingers grip around it. That is so freaking impressive. Boom, right across the neck. Again, I just can't believe that they bothered to animate it like the Silk engine's amazing. So you're gonna be fighting some more of these things. That kind of again teaches you the ins and outs of the game. I still want to show you these. There it goes. Boom, I got the camera, as you can see. Kind of break the guard with and these guys are no slouch. And remember, I'm playing on the easiest difficulty. And just getting kind of handed my ass to me. Oh, excuse me, guys. Got him. Oh, excuse me again. Been having seasonal allergies. And this beast of a thing.
Fall back! Everybody to the temple! No!
And that's basically the very beginning of the game. It shows you the tutorial and runs you through the different things. And yes, Bound by Flame is really good. This Wraith thing is kind of suck to fight. Got it. Once you find the rhythm of the game, it's easier to parry stuff.
Along with the scribes. He's meant to be guarding their invoking chamber.
Huh? But
Get out of here! Go find Pila for me while you're gone. I'll give you butt, Captain. Right. Are you coming or what?
And you get into the temple, and again, every area, some of the maps get bigger and better. There's a lot of side quests, especially after the first mission where you get to the main villa, and you get some NPCs and some other stuff that's going on. But you know, Bound by Flame, it does have that early kind of 2000-ish kind of vibe about it, but it's actually one of the RPGs that I love. And I already was a fan of spiders from playing Mars Wars Logs and Fairies Avalon on the 360. And this game was another one of those games I got on 360. I played all the way through, and I was like, this is like playing an old school BioWare game, like a Dragon Age almost in that particular regard. And I just really enjoyed it. Some of the things that you'll find in the game with the crafting, for example, if you go up to your, let's see here, let me see if I can find it here. My equipment, where it says default sword. Right now they're not going to let me craft anything or do anything with it, but if you go to, as you see, it says craft, you can create spalders, which gives you different bonuses, as you can see here, the different designs, which is cool. You got different tacits, tells you what it gives you, physical protection, gunner's kit, the Pantheon, the heal resistance to poison. You can do things like this to your character. You can craft stuff, elbow pads, different things as you get, and you can do the same thing with weapons. Right now it's not letting me because these are your starting weapons, but you can do the same thing, different hilts, different things to make the game more interesting. And they do a variety of effects, and you can craft and then dismantle and craft it again different ways, and just have different builds, especially with the different skill trees. And that's basically, like I said, I'm only playing this game, like I said, the first 15-20 minutes. I'm already past that, getting to 30 minutes here, but I wanted to do the series from the beginning because I'm always playing games. You've already seen me play, and if I am playing something, it's usually already in progress, but I wanted to show some of these games and showcase some of these, what it's like to start from the very beginning, and you see me start and what it's all about. Anyway, this has been another good episode of the Gaming Roundtable. I hope you enjoyed the from the beginning. Make sure you tune into my Halloween Spooktacular 31 days horror games and extravaganza that I'm going to be playing starting October 1st, coming up, and the day before, after tomorrow. And we're going to do October 1st to 31st horror games. You can check it out on Unpaid Gamers on YouTube.com, Twitch.com, streaming there. You can check the Gaming Roundtable on People's Machine Gaming Roundtable on YouTube.com. And please subscribe and like my channel, our channel, Unpaid Gamers, bringing you the games and as unpaid and as whatever we can do for you. And if you wish to contact me with suggestions for new videos or games you'd like to see me play, because I have 650 in my library and counting and keep going, you're looking at checking me out, you can email me at gamingroundtableupg@gmail.com. That's gamingroundtableupg. I think it doesn't matter if it's caps or not, but it's gamingroundtableupg@gmail.com, and we'll see you on the next episode of the Gaming Roundtable. Halloween is coming up right around the corner in October 1st through 31st. Horror game every night, folks. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next time on the Gaming Roundtable. And as always, gamers, good gaming.